This man loves you deeply. But the woman he's hiding will shake your entire heart. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the fact that your eyes landed here is not random and your heart needs this right now, and I need you to breathe for a second and really hear what's being revealed, because this message is for you in a way that goes beyond coincidence and into alignment. There is a man in your life, or tied to your energy, who loves you far more deeply than he ever planned to, not in a casual way, not in a surface-level way, but in a way that changed him internally, shifted how he sees love, and awakened parts of his soul he kept dormant for a long time, and even if he has never fully said it, your spirit already knows this, your chest already knows this. Because love like that leaves an energetic signature you can feel without words. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this love did not come from convenience or loneliness, it came from recognition, from that moment where something in him said, I know her, even if his mind tried to explain it away, and that's why his behavior has been inconsistent, confusing, hot and cold, close and distant, because his heart moved faster than his courage. And his soul recognized you before his life was ready to make space for you. This message is for you because the universe is confirming that you were never imagining the depth of this connection, you were sensing it accurately, and the reason it feels heavy lately is because truth is pressing its way to the surface, and truth always carries weight before it brings relief. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Because while this man loves you deeply, there is another woman tied to his life, and this is where the tension lives, this is where your intuition has been whispering warnings you tried to ignore, not because she is his destiny, but because she represents what he has been hiding from himself, and the universe does not allow hidden things to remain buried forever. Don't scroll, because the woman he is hiding is not necessarily someone he loves, she is someone he feels bound to, through history, obligation, fear, or comfort, and that distinction matters more than you realize, because love and attachment are not the same, and his soul knows the difference even if his habits haven't caught up yet. This message is for you because your heart has been feeling uneasy, sensing there is more to the story, feeling moments of sadness that didn't have a clear source, and those feelings were not insecurity, they were intuition, because energy never lies, and you have been picking up on the emotional split happening inside him. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, the universe has been sending you signs to prepare you, repeating numbers like 11. 11 showing up when you think of him, 222 appearing when you question your worth, 555 surfacing when you feel ready for change, not to scare you, but to anchor you, to remind you that you are protected even in uncertainty. Don't scroll, because this is important. The reason discovering this hidden woman will shake your entire heart is not because it invalidates his feelings for you, but because it forces you to confront a truth you've been avoiding, that someone can love you deeply and still not be ready to choose you yet. And that realization hurts in a way that is sharp and awakening at the same time. This message is for you because the universe wants you to understand that his love is real, but love alone is not alignment, and alignment requires courage, honesty, and action, not just feeling. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is not revealing this to punish you or break you. It's revealing it to free you from confusion, from self-doubt, from the silent wondering that has been draining your spirit. Don't scroll, because what's coming next is not about loss, it's about clarity, and clarity is the beginning of power. The woman he is hiding will shake your heart because she represents the moment where illusion falls away, where you stop romanticizing potential and start seeing reality. And that moment is painful, yes, but it is also the moment where your soul stands up and remembers its worth. This message is for you because you were never meant to compete, to wait indefinitely, or to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's unresolved life, and the universe is stepping in now to make sure you don't. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. His inner world is in conflict, his soul pulling toward you, his fear pulling him backward, and that battle has been intensifying, showing up as restlessness, distance, mood shifts, and silence, but the universe is not allowing him to stay comfortable in avoidance anymore. Don't scroll, because even now, he is being confronted with truth through dreams, through moments of emptiness, through signs he cannot ignore, and while you may not see it yet, pressure is building for a decision, because love that is hidden eventually demands to be acknowledged. This message is for you because the universe is not asking you to fix him, wait for him, or rescue him. It is asking you to stay grounded, stay honest with yourself, and trust that whatever is revealed next is happening for your protection, not your punishment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are not weak for feeling deeply, you are not foolish for believing in connection, and you are not wrong for expecting honesty, and the universe sees that. Don't scroll, because the shaking you feel coming is not destruction, it is awakening, and when your heart is shaken, what is not meant for you falls away, and what is aligned remains. This is not the end of the story, but it is the moment where the story changes direction, and how you respond to this truth will determine what comes next, not his fear, not her presence, but your alignment with your own worth. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Something is about to be revealed, and while it may hurt at first, it will ultimately return you to yourself, stronger, clearer, and more protected than you have been in a long time, and the universe wants you to know, you are not alone in this, you are guided, you are seen, and this moment, as painful as it feels, is part of a much bigger divine unfolding working in your favor. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what unfolds next is the part your spirit has been bracing for even if your mind wasn't ready to name it yet, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, because once truth cracks open, it doesn't stop at the surface, it goes deeper, revealing not just what he's hiding, but why it's been hidden and what it means for you. This message is for you because the universe is not done speaking, and the second layer of this story is about understanding the emotional and spiritual mechanics behind what you're sensing, so you don't internalize pain that was never meant to belong to you. Listen to this carefully, because the woman he's hiding is not a rival in the way your fear might imagine. She is not standing in your place, she is standing in a role that was built before he knew what alignment felt like, and that matters, because roles built from fear collapse when love shows up, and that collapse is already underway. Don't scroll, because this part will steady you, even if it stings at first, because what he's hiding has less power than what he feels, and that's why he's unraveling internally, why his energy feels inconsistent, why he goes quiet when you expect closeness and intense when you pull away, because he is caught between a life that feels familiar and a connection that feels real. This message is for you because your heart has been absorbing emotional crossfire that was never meant to hit you directly, and the universe wants to pull you out of that line of fire now, not by denying the connection, but by clarifying it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the truth is, he didn't plan to fall for you, he didn't intend to awaken, he didn't mean to question his life the way he has, and that lack of intention is exactly why this feels so destabilizing for him, because love that arrives unexpectedly exposes everything that was built without truth. Don't scroll, because the woman he's hiding represents the version of himself he is outgrowing, and that realization is terrifying for someone who has survived by choosing comfort over courage. This message is for you because you need to know that his hesitation is not about your worth, it's about his fear of dismantling a life that no longer matches his soul, and fear makes people cling to what they know even when it hurts them. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been watching how much emotional labor you've been doing in silence, how many questions you swallowed, how many instincts you doubted, how many times you told yourself you were overthinking when you were actually perceiving truth, and now the universe is stepping in to relieve you of that burden. Don't scroll, because this next part matters. The woman he's hiding may know more than you think, not necessarily details, but energetically she feels the shift, the emotional absence, the way he is physically present but spiritually elsewhere, and that awareness creates tension that cannot be sustained forever. This message is for you because that tension is what's forcing the truth toward the surface, not because of confrontation, but because misalignment cannot remain stable when love introduces clarity. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You have been feeling the pull to step back, to protect yourself, to create space, and that instinct is not abandonment, it is self-preservation guided by wisdom, and the universe honors that. Don't scroll, because when you pulled your energy inward, something shifted in him, not immediately, not dramatically, but deeply, because absence forces reflection, and reflection is where awakening happens. This message is for you because while you were questioning yourself, he was questioning his entire emotional reality, realizing that the version of life he chose no longer satisfies the man he is becoming, and that realization is heavy. It brings guilt, confusion, and emotional paralysis, but it also brings truth. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe is not asking you to confront him, chase clarity, or demand answers. It is asking you to stay aligned with your own integrity, because integrity is what keeps you safe while the truth unfolds. Don't scroll, because the next phase is not about competition, it's about choice, and choice cannot be forced, it must be reached internally, and he is being pushed toward that internal reckoning whether he likes it or not. This message is for you because you need to understand that the woman he's hiding is a chapter, not the story, and chapters end when they've taught what they needed to teach, not when they're convenient to close. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been using signs to anchor you, moments of déjà vu, repeating numbers like 333 when you're thinking about speaking your truth. 444 when you're tempted to compromise your boundaries, 11 when you're reminded of your worth, not as superstition, but as reassurance that you are supported even when clarity feels delayed. Don't scroll, because the shaking that's coming is not meant to shatter you, it's meant to shatter illusions, especially the illusion that you must accept half-truths to keep a connection alive. This message is for you because your soul already knows that love without honesty is not love, it's longing, and longing alone is not enough to build a future. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. When the truth about this hidden woman fully surfaces, you may feel anger, grief, or disappointment, but underneath those emotions will be relief, because uncertainty is more exhausting than truth, and clarity will return your power to you. Don't scroll, because the universe wants you to be prepared for what comes next, not blindsided by it, and preparation looks like grounding yourself in your worth, remembering that you were never meant to be an option hidden in the shadows of someone else's unresolved life. This message is for you because the love you offer deserves presence, not secrecy, courage, not excuses, and alignment, not emotional confusion. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Whatever decision he makes next will be revealing, not defining, because his choices reflect where he is in his journey, not where you are in yours. Don't scroll, because the universe is not done rearranging things behind the scenes, and the pressure you feel building is the sound of a life outgrowing its own limitations. This is the phase where silence becomes loud, truth becomes unavoidable, and alignment demands action, and while you may not yet see how this resolves, you can trust that it resolves in a way that protects you, honors you, and brings you back to yourself stronger than before. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. You are not here to be hidden, you are here to be chosen openly. And the universe is making sure that distinction becomes clear, one way or another, very soon. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to hear is the part that explains why your heart has felt so conflicted, so heavy, yet strangely awake all at once, and your heart needs this right now because this is where the deeper truth begins to surface, the kind of truth that doesn't just explain his actions, but reclaims your power in the middle of it. This message is for you because you've been standing at the edge of understanding, sensing that there's more beneath the surface than what you've been shown, and the universe is ready to let you see it clearly now, not to hurt you, but to free you. Listen to this carefully, because the woman he's hiding is not the center of the story, she's the catalyst, and catalysts don't stay forever. They exist to trigger change, and change is exactly what's happening whether anyone is ready for it or not. Don't scroll, because this part matters. The reason this connection has felt so intense, so spiritually charged, so impossible to ignore is because it was never meant to be easy, it was meant to awaken, and awakening doesn't happen without discomfort. This message is for you because you've been feeling the emotional aftershocks of his internal battle, the moments of closeness followed by withdrawal, the sudden silence after depth, the way his energy feels pulled in two directions, and none of that was random, it was the symptom of someone realizing their heart no longer fits inside the life they built out of fear. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Because while he has been hiding this woman from you, he has also been hiding the truth from himself, and that truth is that loving you forced him to confront everything he avoided, his patterns, his indecision, his tendency to choose comfort over authenticity, and that confrontation is terrifying for someone who has survived by staying emotionally guarded. Don't scroll, because this is important. His love for you didn't just add something to his life, it disrupted it, it challenged the narrative he was living in, and disruption is always resisted before it is accepted. This message is for you because you need to understand that his fear is loud right now, louder than his clarity, but fear only gets loud when it's about to lose control. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been applying pressure in ways you can't see, sleepless nights for him, emotional heaviness he can't explain, moments where he feels disconnected from the woman he's with, not out of cruelty, but because his soul has shifted and hasn't told his life yet. Don't scroll, because the truth is, the woman he's hiding is becoming impossible for him to stay aligned with, not because of you directly, but because love changes standards, and once you've felt something real, you can't pretend the shallow is enough. This message is for you because you may have been blaming yourself for the distance, wondering if you did something wrong, if you asked for too much, if you should have been quieter, softer, more patient, but the universe wants you to know that nothing you did caused this fracture. The fracture already existed. Your presence simply illuminated it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because when someone begins to awaken, everything that no longer matches them starts to feel heavy, restrictive, suffocating, and that's what he's experiencing now, a growing discomfort that cannot be numbed by routine or excuses. Don't scroll, because this discomfort is not fleeting, it's cumulative. And every day he avoids truth, the weight increases, the guilt grows, the sense of living out of alignment becomes louder, and that is not something that can be sustained indefinitely. This message is for you because you've been sensing a turning point, feeling that something is about to break open, and that intuition is correct. Because the universe does not allow someone to stand between truth and avoidance forever. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. His inner world is reaching a tipping point, where silence will hurt more than honesty, and staying will feel heavier than leaving. Don't scroll, because this is the part that recenters you, regardless of what he chooses next. You were never meant to be the hidden truth in someone else's life. You were meant to be the alignment that teaches them what truth feels like. This message is for you because the universe has been watching how much grace you've extended, how long you've waited without answers, how deeply you've felt without being met fully, and that endurance was not wasted. It refined you, strengthened you, and clarified what you will no longer accept moving forward. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The reason this hurts is because you cared honestly, and caring honestly is not a weakness, it's evidence of emotional integrity, something the universe protects fiercely. Don't scroll, because when the truth about the hidden woman fully surfaces, whether through his words or through circumstances, it will feel like an emotional shock at first. But underneath that shock will be a sense of validation, because your intuition was right all along. This message is for you because validation restores trust in yourself, and self-trust is what prepares you for whatever comes next, whether that is a reckoning, a conversation, a decision, or a release. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. You are not being led into heartbreak for nothing, you are being led into clarity, and clarity is the doorway to peace, even if it comes through tears. Don't scroll, because the universe is not asking you to stay in uncertainty any longer. It is rearranging things so that ambiguity dissolves and truth takes shape, and that process has already begun. This message is for you because you are standing at the moment where fantasy and reality separate, and while that separation hurts, it also liberates, because it allows you to choose yourself without guilt. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Whatever happens next is not about proving his love, it's about honoring your worth, and the universe will always side with the truth that brings you back to yourself whole. Don't scroll, because the next shift is coming, and when it does, you will not be confused, you will be clear, grounded, and ready to respond from strength instead of fear. And that is the real awakening this connection was meant to bring into your life. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where the emotional fog begins to thin and your heart needs this right now more than ever, because what's unfolding is not just about him, or the woman he's hiding, but about the moment you finally see the entire picture without illusion, and that moment is powerful even when it hurts. This message is for you because the universe is shifting the lens through which you've been seeing this connection, moving you from questioning to understanding, from emotional reaction to spiritual clarity, and that transition changes everything. Listen closely, because the truth coming into focus now is that the woman he's hiding was never meant to replace you, challenge you, or define your worth. She exists as a reflection of the life he hasn't yet outgrown, and reflections shatter when light becomes too bright. Don't scroll, because this part is important. The love he feels for you has already altered his internal compass, and once that compass changes, every direction he tries to take that doesn't align with it feels wrong, heavy, and unsustainable. This message is for you because you've been feeling the emotional consequences of that misalignment without knowing why, carrying sadness that wasn't entirely yours, sensing guilt that didn't originate in your heart, and confusion that didn't match your intuition. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is revealing that what you felt was emotional leakage from someone who hasn't yet taken responsibility for their truth, and that leakage was never meant to stay attached to you. Don't scroll, because here's where the deeper revelation lies. The woman he's hiding is not holding him emotionally the way you do, she holds him structurally. And structure without soul eventually collapses. Structure can look like shared routines, shared spaces, shared obligations, but soul connection looks like recognition, emotional safety, and spiritual familiarity, and those two things cannot coexist peacefully when they are not aligned. This message is for you because you were never meant to compete with structure, you were meant to awaken soul, and awakening always creates disruption before it creates resolution. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Disruption is not a sign that something went wrong, it's a sign that something real showed up and demanded truth. Don't scroll, because this is the part where many people blame themselves, thinking if they had been less intense, less open, less real, things would have been easier, but the universe wants you to know that ease built on avoidance is not peace, it's delay. And delay eventually turns into pain. This message is for you because your authenticity was not the problem, it was the catalyst, and catalysts are rarely comfortable but always necessary. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been orchestrating small awakenings in him, moments where he realizes he cannot show up halfway without consequences, moments where he feels the weight of living two emotional realities, moments where the woman he's hiding feels less like safety and more like stagnation. Don't scroll, because this internal reckoning is not temporary, it's cumulative, and each day that passes without honesty increases the pressure, not just emotionally, but spiritually, because misalignment drains energy and clarity restores it. This message is for you because you may have noticed him pulling away from her emotionally, becoming quieter, less engaged, more distant, not because he's cruel, but because his heart has already shifted and hasn't yet been followed by his actions. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. This is not a triangle built on deception for the sake of ego, it's a crossroads built on fear versus truth, and crossroads always force a choice eventually. Don't scroll, because the universe is not allowing this to remain unresolved much longer. Signs have been increasing, angel numbers appearing at emotionally charged moments. 111 when you're reminded of your worth. 444 when stability feels threatened. 55 when change feels inevitable, not to confuse you, but to anchor you in the knowing that you are protected while this unfolds. This message is for you because protection does not always mean shielding you from pain, sometimes it means guiding you through it so you don't get lost. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The reason this situation feels so intense is because it's operating on a soul level, and soul-level situations don't dissolve quietly, they transform loudly, even if that loudness happens internally before it shows up externally. Don't scroll, because this transformation is not just happening to him, it's happening to you. You are being asked to release the version of yourself that tolerated uncertainty, emotional ambiguity, and half-truths, and step into a version that honors clarity, honesty, and self-respect. This message is for you because the universe is reminding you that love does not require you to abandon your boundaries, your dignity, or your intuition to survive. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Whatever is revealed next will test your emotions, but it will also strengthen your discernment, because discernment grows when fantasy dissolves and truth takes its place. Don't scroll, because this part is where power returns to you, not by controlling the outcome, but by releasing the illusion that you must wait in uncertainty to be chosen. This message is for you because you were never meant to be hidden, you were meant to be met openly, and the universe will not allow your heart to stay in a position that diminishes its value. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The shaking you feel is not the end of connection, it's the end of confusion, and while clarity can hurt at first, it heals faster than uncertainty ever could. Don't scroll, because the truth is moving closer now, not as punishment, but as liberation, and when it arrives, you will feel grief for what you hoped for, relief for what you finally understand, and strength you didn't know you had. This message is for you because no matter how this resolves, you will walk away more aligned, more grounded, and more in tune with your worth than before, and that is not loss, that is evolution. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is not taking something from you, it is clearing space for what can meet you fully, honestly, and without hiding, and that process, as painful as it feels, is already working in your favor. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where everything that's been hidden emotionally begins to echo loudly in your spirit, and your heart needs this right now because the universe is shifting you from survival mode into truth mode, and truth mode feels intense because it strips away excuses and replaces them with clarity. This message is for you because you've been carrying unanswered questions in silence, and silence can feel heavier than heartbreak when it stretches too long, but the universe never allows silence to be permanent when a soul is ready to hear the truth. Listen carefully, because what's happening now is not random, it's the result of pressure building over time, the kind of pressure that forms when someone tries to love deeply while living partially, and that imbalance cannot sustain itself. Don't scroll, because the man who loves you has reached a point where pretending is exhausting, where compartmentalizing his heart is draining him emotionally and spiritually, and that exhaustion is forcing honesty to the surface whether he's ready or not. This message is for you because you've been feeling the ripple effects of that exhaustion, the emotional withdrawal, the inconsistency, the sudden intensity followed by distance, and you may have blamed yourself for it, wondering if you were asking for too much, but the universe wants you to know that you were only asking for alignment, and alignment is never too much. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the woman he's hiding is no longer invisible to the situation, not energetically, not emotionally, and not spiritually, and what was once concealed is now creating friction inside him that cannot be ignored. Don't scroll, because friction is not failure, friction is the signal that two realities can no longer coexist peacefully, and when that happens, something has to give. This message is for you because you are standing at the moment where your intuition is becoming undeniable, where the quiet knowing inside you is louder than any reassurance you've tried to accept, and that knowing is guiding you back to yourself. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been teaching you discernment through discomfort, helping you learn the difference between love that feels intoxicating and love that feels safe, between connection that excites and connection that aligns. Don't scroll, because this distinction matters now more than ever, as the truth about his life begins to surface in ways that may not be dramatic, but are deeply revealing. This message is for you because even if he hasn't spoken yet, his energy has been communicating volumes, and energy never lies, it only waits until the mind is ready to listen. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The reason this situation has felt so emotionally consuming is because it's been operating on a soul level, and soul level situations don't resolve quietly, they resolve through awakening. Don't scroll, because awakening often feels like loss before it feels like freedom, and that's the stage you're moving through now. This message is for you because you are being asked to release the version of yourself that tolerated emotional ambiguity and step into a version that honors clarity even when it hurts. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe is not asking you to walk away in anger or stay in hope, it's asking you to stand in truth, and truth is the only place where real love can meet you. Don't scroll, because the man who loves you is being confronted with the consequences of delay, the realization that love unchosen becomes pain, not just for you, but for him too, and that realization is not something he can outrun. This message is for you because you may soon witness a shift in him, not necessarily immediate action, but a change in demeanor, a seriousness, a heaviness that signals he understands the weight of what he's risking. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because understanding does not always lead to the outcome we hope for, but it always leads to clarity, and clarity is the beginning of peace. Don't scroll, because the universe is protecting you from internalizing someone else's indecision as a reflection of your value, and that protection looks like emotional detachment from outcomes you cannot control. This message is for you because you are being reminded that your worth is not proven by being chosen under pressure, but by being respected in truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The woman he's hiding may represent fear, obligation, or comfort, but you represent awakening, and awakening changes people whether they want it to or not. Don't scroll, because awakening does not guarantee reunion, but it guarantees growth, and growth always benefits the soul who chooses themselves. This message is for you because you are being guided toward a version of love that does not require secrecy, patience without reciprocity, or emotional confusion. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe is not dismantling your hope, it is refining it, removing fantasy so that truth can take its place. Don't scroll, because the next phase of this journey will require courage, not to confront him, but to honor yourself regardless of what he chooses. This message is for you because when the truth fully emerges, you will feel grief for what could have been, but strength for what will be, and that strength will carry you forward with dignity. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The shaking you feel is not the universe punishing you, it is the universe waking you up to your own power, your own clarity, and your own worth. Don't scroll, because whatever unfolds next will not diminish you, it will define you more clearly, and when clarity arrives, so does peace, even if it takes time to recognize it. This message is for you because you are being led out of confusion and into alignment, and alignment, even when painful, is always a blessing in disguise. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. You are not losing love, you are learning how to receive it without hiding, without doubt, and without settling for less than you deserve, and that lesson, once learned, changes everything. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where the universe slows everything down just enough for your heart to finally catch its breath, and your heart needs this right now because what's unfolding is no longer just about revelation, it's about reclamation, about taking back the parts of yourself you gave away while waiting for clarity. This message is for you because you've been walking through an emotional storm with grace, even when no one saw the weight you were carrying, and the universe has been watching how carefully you've handled your own heart despite the confusion around you. Listen to this carefully, because this phase is not about what he decides next, it's about what you decide to no longer tolerate, and that distinction changes everything. Don't scroll, because the man who loves you is still processing the consequences of his emotional delay, and while he may not yet be fully aligned in action, his inner world has shifted irreversibly, and that shift has created a mirror for you to see yourself more clearly too. This message is for you because the universe is inviting you into a deeper self-respect, one that doesn't require dramatic exits or emotional ultimatums, but quiet, unwavering boundaries that say, I know my worth, even when things are unclear. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the reason this connection has been so difficult to let go of mentally is not because it was meant to hurt you, but because it was meant to teach you how to stay whole while loving deeply, a lesson many never learn. Don't scroll, because this part is about integration, taking everything you've felt, everything you've learned, and allowing it to settle into wisdom rather than pain. The universe doesn't want you stuck in the emotional moment of discovery, it wants you moving forward with understanding. This message is for you because you've been sensing a shift within yourself, a subtle strengthening, a growing clarity about what you deserve, and that clarity didn't come from answers, it came from listening to your own intuition after it proved itself right again and again. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is reminding you that intuition is not meant to keep you anxious, it's meant to keep you aligned, and alignment often feels like calm after chaos. Don't scroll, because the calm you're beginning to feel is not indifference, it's self-trust returning. This message is for you because while the truth about the hidden woman shook your heart, it also shook loose illusions that were quietly draining you, illusions about potential, about timing, about what love should look like when it's right. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The universe is helping you separate love from attachment, and that separation is essential for peace. Love can exist without suffering, attachment cannot. Don't scroll, because the man who loves you is now standing at a crossroads created by his own awakening, and while you cannot walk that path for him, you can choose not to stand still waiting at the intersection of his indecision. This message is for you because waiting without clarity is not patience, it's self-abandonment, and the universe does not ask you to abandon yourself for anyone. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel moments of grief surfacing unexpectedly, sadness for what you hoped would be simpler, but grief is not a sign you're moving backward. It's a sign you're releasing something honestly. Don't scroll, because honest release creates space, and space is where alignment enters. This message is for you because the universe is preparing you for a version of love that meets you openly, without secrecy, without hesitation, without emotional half-measures, and preparation often begins with letting go of what almost fit. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The reason you're being guided to ground yourself is because emotional storms are temporary, but self-respect is permanent. Don't scroll, because grounding doesn't mean closing your heart, it means anchoring it so it doesn't get swept away by someone else's uncertainty. This message is for you because the universe is shifting the focus back to you, your life, your peace, your alignment, reminding you that you are the constant in your story, not someone else's choice. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice that you're no longer replaying conversations the same way, no longer questioning every feeling, no longer seeking signs with desperation, and that's because clarity is settling in. Don't scroll, because this clarity is not cold, it's compassionate toward yourself first. This message is for you because compassion for yourself allows you to love without losing yourself, and that's the kind of love the universe supports. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Whatever unfolds next in his life will unfold as a result of his choices, not your silence, not your boundaries, not your honesty. Don't scroll, because you are not responsible for someone else's readiness. And releasing that responsibility is freedom. This message is for you because the universe is affirming that you did not come this far to settle for confusion, you came this far to step into clarity with grace. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are allowed to want love that is brave, transparent, and consistent, and wanting that does not make you demanding, it makes you aligned. Don't scroll, because the next chapter of your life is not built on waiting, It's built on choosing yourself while remaining open to what is real. This message is for you because choosing yourself does not close doors meant for you, it closes doors that were draining you. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is not rushing you into decisions. It's reassuring you that whatever you choose next can be chosen from strength rather than fear. Don't scroll, because strength feels quiet, steady, and unshakable, and that's exactly what you're becoming. This message is for you because even if the path ahead still holds unknowns, you are no longer walking it unsure of your worth. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The love you are meant to receive will not require you to wonder where you stand. And the universe is guiding you closer to that truth with every moment of clarity you gain. Don't scroll, because this phase is about standing firmly in who you are, trusting that alignment will meet you where you stand, not where you shrink. This message is for you because peace is not the absence of feeling, it's the presence of self-trust, and self-trust is the foundation of everything that comes next. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are not losing anything meant for you, you are releasing what could not meet you fully, and that release is opening the door to something that can. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where everything finally comes full circle and your heart needs this right now in a way that is quieter but stronger than anything you've felt so far, because what's unfolding now is not about revelation or reaction anymore, it's about resolution, and resolution doesn't rush, it settles. This message is for you because you have reached the point in this journey where you no longer need to be convinced of what you feel, you already know, and knowing brings a different kind of power, the kind that doesn't beg for answers or chase closure, but allows truth to arrive when it's ready. Listen carefully, because the universe is shifting the energy around you from emotional turbulence into grounded clarity, and that shift may feel unfamiliar at first because chaos can be addictive when you've lived in it for too long. Don't scroll, because this calm is not emptiness, it's strength forming, the kind that allows you to stand firmly in who you are regardless of what anyone else chooses. This message is for you because the man who loves you is now standing at the edge of his own reckoning, and while you may not witness every internal moment, you will feel the outcome, because truth always radiates outward eventually. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been working behind the scenes to separate what is aligned from what is convenient, and that separation is rarely gentle, but it is always necessary. Don't scroll, because the woman he was hiding no longer holds the same power over the situation, not because she disappears magically, but because illusions lose strength once they are exposed to awareness. This message is for you because awareness has been the theme of your entire journey, learning to trust your intuition, learning to listen to your body, learning to recognize when something feels off without needing proof. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Awareness is what brings you back to yourself, and coming back to yourself is the most important victory of all. Don't scroll, because this part is about ownership, owning your feelings without letting them own you, owning your worth without needing it validated, owning your boundaries without guilt. This message is for you because the universe is inviting you into a phase where you no longer define yourself by someone else's capacity to show up, but by your own capacity to remain whole. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The connection you shared was real, and acknowledging that does not trap you in the past, it honors what was true without requiring it to continue. Don't scroll, because honoring truth is different from clinging to hope, and you are learning that distinction now. This message is for you because hope that costs you your peace is not hope, it's attachment, and the universe has been gently teaching you how to release attachment without closing your heart. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Release does not mean bitterness, it means acceptance. And acceptance creates space for what can meet you fully. Don't scroll, because the next phase of your life is not built on waiting for someone to choose you, it's built on you choosing yourself so clearly that only those aligned can remain. This message is for you because alignment does not require force, explanation, or persuasion, it simply resonates. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is reminding you that love meant for you will not arrive wrapped in confusion, secrecy, or emotional exhaustion. Don't scroll, because you deserve love that feels safe in your nervous system, not love that keeps you guessing. This message is for you because you are stepping into a version of yourself that no longer romanticizes potential at the expense of reality. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Reality, when aligned, is more beautiful than any fantasy, because it allows you to rest instead of perform. Don't scroll, because rest is part of healing, and healing is part of readiness. This message is for you because the universe has been preparing you for a connection that meets you in clarity, not chaos, in presence, not hiding. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Whatever decision he makes next will not define your future, because your future is not dependent on someone else's courage. Don't scroll, because your worth was never conditional, and the universe has been removing every situation that tried to convince you otherwise. This message is for you because you are no longer the person who waits in uncertainty, you are the person who trusts themselves enough to walk forward even when the path is still forming. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Walking forward does not mean forgetting, it means integrating what you've learned so it doesn't repeat itself. Don't scroll, because integration is what breaks cycles, and cycles end when lessons are learned. This message is for you because you have learned the lesson of self-trust, and that lesson is priceless. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is not asking you to harden your heart, it's asking you to strengthen it, and strength feels like calm confidence, not emotional armor. Don't scroll, because calm confidence attracts what is aligned without effort. This message is for you because the next love you experience, whether with him or someone else aligned with your growth, will feel different. It will feel easy to breathe, easy to trust, easy to be yourself. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Ease does not mean boring, it means safe, and safety allows passion to grow instead of burn out. Don't scroll, because you are stepping into a season where love is no longer something you chase, it's something that meets you where you stand. This message is for you because the universe has been guiding you toward this exact moment of clarity, even when the path felt confusing. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Clarity is not the end of feeling, it's the beginning of peace. Don't scroll, because peace is the foundation of every meaningful connection you will have moving forward. This message is for you because you are no longer asking the universe why something happened, you are thanking it for showing you what you needed to see. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Gratitude is the signal that healing is complete. Don't scroll, because what comes next will be shaped by the strength you've built, not the pain you endured. This message is for you because you are ready now, ready to receive love without fear, ready to walk away from what cannot meet you, ready to trust yourself fully. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is not closing doors to punish you, it's opening doors that require the version of you who knows their worth. Don't scroll, because that version of you is here now, grounded, aware, and unshakable, and everything that aligns with that energy will find you naturally, without hiding, without confusion, and without costing you your peace.